Gang, and welcome back to the final video of Scooby Week. Today I am going to talk about my favorite crossovers. Now, Scooby has been around for a very long time and thus has done quite a few crossovers that I enjoy, but these are my top 5 favorites. A good portion of these come from the new Scooby-Doo movies, which was a cartoon where they animated popular pop culture celebrities of that era. And then the other is an actual series. So both are series. So the first one I want to talk about is Guess Who's Not Coming to Dinner. This one has Don Knotts. I specifically remember this episode because Don Knotts had all of these costumes and he was trying to find the missing kids, and he thought that the gang was Captain Moody's nieces and nephews. And it's just a ridiculous episode full of hijinks because he thinks they are who they say they are, they aren't, and the ghosts think they're not them, and it's just like a blown out proportion case of mistaken identity. Love Don Knotts. I grew up watching reruns of Eddie Griffin, and I was so sad when he passed. I was sitting there, I think I was a fourth grader, and I was the only one in my class who knew who Don Knotts was, and I was sad that he had passed, and I was so sad because none of the other kids knew who Don Knotts was. I remember that specifically. The next episode I want to talk about is the Haunted Carnival. This one features an animated Dick Van Dyke. He runs a carnival all by himself. I just think it's really funny. I like Dick Van Dyke's comedy, and in the cartoon it's very clear that they just told him to be himself. It's hilarious how he runs a carnival single-handedly. They'll go buy tickets, and then they'll walk over and he'll be there popping popcorn, and then they'll walk over and he'll be there talking about the show that they're about to see. It was just really funny to me. That's one of the biggest things I think about when I think about that episode, so if you haven't seen it, definitely go check it out. Next one on my list is Frickert Fracas. This one features Jonathan Winters and Maude Frickert. It's just fucking funny. I think it's one of the funniest crossover episodes of Scooby-Doo. Every time I think about it, I laugh and I get tickled, and it's hilarious. So the gang runs into Jonathan Winters, and he takes them to Maude Frickert's house to relax for the night while they get their car fixed. Because in these, their car was always down. That's how they ran into these people. It was kind of ridiculous. But in this particular episode, car goes down. They're at Frickert Farm, and they are helping Ma Frickert find the fried chicken recipe that her husband left, so that they can save the farm from foreclosure from a nasty bank loan shark, I guess. I don't know what they're actually called. Named Mr. Shaky. And the fact that this man is shaking this little woman down and his name is Mr. Shaky, y'all, that's just the tip. So Ma takes out this loan, or wants to take out this loan so she can open up her own chain of fried chicken restaurants. Now, the thing about this that tickles me pink is that it's a bunch of alliterations right next to each other, and nobody can remember how to say it. So Maude says it once, and then the rest of the cartoon, everybody's just fucking it up. And Velma is like, no, listen, it's Grandma's Frickert's Fried Fricassee, which is the actual title, and even Maude was told us the original title in the beginning of the episode, and everyone's like, nah, that can't be it. And Shaggy's like, that don't make no sense at all, but it does, because that is the woman's freaking name. And even Maude later in the episode forgets how it's actually pronounced, and as the gang is going through trying to pronounce it, and Mr. Shaky is sitting there about to tell her whether or not she's got the loan, she was like, let's not worry about pronouncing it, let's just get it off the ground. So funny to me. So funny to me. And I just don't know why, but hilarious. Definitely one of my favorite episodes. We're going to move on to my last favorite from the new Scooby-Doo movies, and that is Loch Ness Mess. And that features Shaggy's uncle and the whole Harlem Globetrotters. It is the first episode with the Harlem Globetrotters in it, but there are like two more. I think there's three altogether. I just thought they are hilarious. The camaraderie between the team and just the fact that like Shaggy's uncle looks like Shaggy just with like gray hair is pretty funny as well. The fact that Shaggy finds the house not by directions but by smell. Also, there are like these ghosts that are like Paul Revere and some other people. It's just a fun time. Harlem Globetrotters, can't go wrong. It's just fun. I liked it a lot. Last crossover is a bit of a cheat, but we're going to go with it anyway, and that is 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo. Now, this is considered a crossover because Vincent Van Gogh looks and is voiced by Vincent Price. So you have Shaggy, Scooby, Scrappy, and Daphne. And this is one of the only series to include ghosts, and they are on the hunt for ghosts. Oh, crap. So you got Shaggy, Scooby, Scrappy, Flim Flam, Vincent Van Gogh, and Daphne. This is the only series to actually include ghosts in it. And basically, they end up having to touch down because their plane is out of gas. Because when did they get a fucking plane? And they touch down in this little town that is full of werewolves. And there are these two little ghosts that want to be part of the ghostly society or something. And they're like, oh, we want them to release these ghosts in this chest. Because they were like the big baddies of the time. So they trick Scooby and Shaggy into opening the chest of demons. And 13 ghosts get out. And that's how the show starts. So Flim Flam and Vincent Van Gogh know each other very well. And together with the gang, they go around and they collect the ghosts that they set free. It's definitely one of my favorite series of all time. I love the slight eerie spookiness of it. It's a lot spookier than any other episodes of Scooby-Doo. There's all kinds of ghosts. They travel all over the place. It's just a fun time had by all. Plus, it's Vincent Price. It's Vincent Price. You can't go wrong. It's just a fun time. So if you haven't seen it, check it out. It's on DVD. So I'm going to go ahead and stop here. These are my favorite 5 crossovers of Scooby-Doo. I'm going to stop rambling now so I can go ahead and edit. Thank you so much for joining me for Scoob Week. I'm sad to see it go, but that doesn't mean I'll stop making Scooby content. And I will see you next time. Scooby-Dooby-Doo.